Hello, it is Owen and Liam.
From Bigblindmedia.
Nicely coordinated. We're here to talk about the Forces project, our latest release in the series of essential slides for making you an Uber card ninja.
Yeah, so if you've seen any of these before, if you've seen the Elmsley Count one, the double lift one, or the false shuffles and cuts, you'll kind of know what to expect here. It's a huge array of techniques. I think there's 24 or 25 forces on the DVD. Yep. There's also the same sort of killer tricks. We spend ages researching and getting permission for the tricks at the end, and we find the absolute best ones that we can find, as you'll know if you've seen the other projects. And this is a huge project as well, isn't it? It's like 3 hours long.
3 hours? 3 hours, I edited that, I'll have you know. 3 hours. It's on a dual layer DVD, so it's a basic, like a 2 DVD set. And it's not just forcing techniques and routines, it's, you know, Liam's patented blend of tuition advice, sort of the logical thinking about why does a certain force work in a certain context, you know, things that are actually incredibly useful but not very often covered.
No, well that's it. We're trying to give you not only the techniques but also the ability to identify what techniques work in what situation for you. Because there's a big difference between just simply knowing 100 forces and then being able to identify which force fits which trick perfectly. So there's a bit of theory kind of stuff that we talk to you about.
Sexy theory?
Yeah, sexy theory. All theory is a little bit sexy, but it doesn't waffle on basically, but it's succinct, it's to the point, and it will get you, I'm genuinely confident that it will get you using these forces perfectly.
Yeah, you know, look, this is the thing. We know technique is not that sexy, let's be honest. It's not.
Only to nerds.
But yeah, you know, it's not the hot new gimmick. You know, everybody loves going to the magic shop and buying that thing with the big spring that fires a, I don't know, like something out of a thing that hits a magnet and that sticks to the back of something. You know, that's great. This is not that. But what this is like properly usable magic that if you do card stuff, you'll use this stuff forever. You know, and if you can combine some of the techniques we teach here with some of the other DVDs, you will be a ninja.
We are trying to make you the most awesome card magician in the world, one DVD set at a time. So stick with us through the journey.
But, you know, look, forces. Why specifically are forces cool? Well, if you think about it, if you can get someone to take a card you want them to, right at the opening of a routine, and they have no idea what you're doing, you know, trick-wise, and they certainly have no idea you're doing some technique on them, just think how far ahead you are. You know, they take a forced card. You don't have to do any more moves. That's it. One force will work for gazillions of routines, you know, and you'll be happy. You'll thank us. You'll love us.
Awesome. And that's all we want. We want your love and money.
All right, let's just do that bit again, right?
I think we need to do it shorter. I think it's too long because the trailer is going to re-emphasise most of what we're saying, and the sales.
I think that's all right. That was all good. It feels long when we edit it. When I actually put this on, I bet you it's only like 3 minutes.
All right. We'll do.
Let's go from
do the end bit, and then try a shorter one just to see.
Yeah, we can. Okay. All right. But anyway, okay. But forces in particular. Why forces? Why is this an important project? Why is it good to know forces?
Well, it's good to know forces because you can make people choose the cards you want them to choose. I mean, forces are an essential part of your toolbox of sleights. There's loads of cool ways to reveal cards that are either marketable, you get the cool wire thing that bends into the shape of the card.
Right, yep.
You get the bands with the names of the cards on. Basically every card trick that's marketed is the reveal of a card. So you then need to be able to force the card in a way that your spectator doesn't realise. So they think they're getting a fair choice of card when they're not. And quite often that's the only move you'll need. You don't always need to then do double lifts and false cuts and shuffles and Elmsley counts, but it's a fundamental move and it just makes you feel cool as well, because when someone takes the card that you wanted them to and they have no idea, you're just like, I Jedi'd you.
Yeah, and also it's such an awesome thing for people who are either beginners or people like me who are not beginners but don't like performing because too nervous about technique, don't like being caught. Well, forces are great because they happen right at the start of the routine when there's no attention on what you're doing, and they tend to be quite easy.
Yeah,
Or certainly the ones that you've chosen for the project.
Yeah, there's nothing really complicated. All of them are really direct as well. It's very kind of, you call stop or you take the thing out. So it's not that, didn't go heavy into the mathematical sort of procedural ones. Yeah, this is basically just the best techniques that we could find.
So go have a look at the trailer and, pick up the Forces project. You can thank us later.